how do you determine what your racial identity is? Like the infamous Rachel Dolezal, for example. You know, the lady who she was born white but identifies as black. Have you seen the way they treat her? Have a listen to this.
You yourself feel like you deceived anyone?
No, I don't. I mean, I think, don't we all have the right to be exactly who we are?
Imagine she's transgender, right? And every time the panelists use the word black, substitute it with the word woman.
When did you identify yourself as being black? When did you identify yourself? Was it a year? Was it when you were little? When did you say, I'm Rachel? Because we've all seen the pictures. Mm-hmm. You were born white, a beautiful little white girl, Shirley Temple type, And then all of a sudden you became Black Rachel. When did that happen?
Well, I have always seen myself as black since I was really young. Mm-hmm. And I have been identified by others as biracial probably around 1998. And then since about 2006, I have self-identified as black.
Got it. Now, this is my other question. Because you're in my house, okay? So let's get real, all right? Let's just get real. Let's stop all this.
For real.
Could you imagine if this woman said to a trans woman on her show, "You're in my house now"? She'll be cancelled so fast, wouldn't she?
Because there were some people that felt that you never identified yourself as white. So, like when you went to Howard University, some people felt like they never knew you were white, you were black. And so they felt like maybe the scholarship or when you got admitted to Howard, that took an opportunity from a black woman. So that's why a lot of people, it's like you can identify, you're beautiful, but we're trying to understand why in some instances you never told people that you were white.
Yeah.
So presumably she's talking about DEI here, right? That Rachel took the opportunity away from a real black woman because she got admitted into this university. I'm curious if she's ever made the same point about Leah Thomas, the trans swimmer, or Imani Khalif, the Olympic boxer, taking opportunities away from biological females.
I mean, are you ashamed of being white?
Well, like Dick Gregory says, white isn't a race, it's a state of mind.
Okay,
Nothing
but
about
let
whiteness
me tell you something. I'm black. I can't be you. I can't reverse myself.
Right.
Let's tell you, Rachel.
So, following that, I have a question.
Right.
What does being black mean to you? And why? Why do you want to be black?
Well, I think that, sometimes how we feel is more powerful than how we're born.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And blackness can be defined as philosophical, cultural, biological, a lot of different things,
right.
A lot of different people. And I think you do have to kind of walk the walk if that's who you are.
Okay.
So you feel that you walk the walk of a black woman?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, go ahead, get your line.
No, I just want to say, could you expand on that?
Well, I mean, I think, walking the walk in terms of philosophical and cultural, like what I was talking about as far as the broader definition, the Pan-African definition of blackness, I think you're talking about then changing it to a black woman. Is there a singular experience? Is there one experience?
Absolutely. There are opportunities that I might not get that you can have only because of the color of my skin, not because I'm a smart, beautiful, amazing mother, wife, and entrepreneur.
So there are opportunities that she could be denied, but not Rachel, because of the color of her skin. Don't they have the same skin tone? Oh wait, she's not talking about a skin color, but a label, right? The label that allowed her to get a space in university that was denied to somebody else who didn't have that label, right? Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, you know where I'm going with this. It's all getting very confusing, isn't it? Like, how is gender more of a social construct than race? If anything, race is more abstract and vague because the lines between black, white, brown, yellow are so blurry when people are half this, quarter that. Your mom's this, your dad's that, you're born here, you grew up there, you speak this language, and yet you're allowed to identify as whatever gender you want, but you can't do the same with race. How does that make any sense?